Hello everybody, once again here from Universidad Nacional Abierta y a Distancia, you may read tutor Earnest. Welcome to our English A1 level, whereby we are going to express the topic, we are going to explain the topic about the present simple tense and its different usages. Bienvenido a la Universidad Nacional Abierta y a Distancia y se encuentra hoy con el tutor Earnest, que les van a explicar básicamente en diferentes usos en cuando manejo del tiempo presente simple, de nivel A1 de inglés, como nivel principiante. Therefore, when it comes to the present simple tense, we are going to find that our general use for this simple tense and the different uses that we can apply basically in our daily routines or in our habits or things that we do either in weekly basis, daily basis, monthly basis, or else it can be annual. And therefore, when it comes to the present simple tense, we can mainly have four different usages, whereby we can have the person being to express the daily routines, or what you call the habits. Also, we can use the present simple to express things that cannot be changed, things that happen, that are always there, that are always true, as a permanent situation. Also, you can use the present simple to express the general truths that nobody will doubt, nobody will object what is already said or what is already known. And finally, we are going to say that we can use the present simple to express our schedules or things that we are programmed maybe within the course of the day, a week, or a monthly basis. That is to express things about our timetable. Estoy diciendo que en ese momento vamos a encontrar que para expresión de este presente simple podemos utilizar para expresar rutinas diarias o hábitos, podemos utilizar para expresar situaciones permanentes, también las verdaderas generales, y también podemos utilizar para expresar nuestros horarios. And therefore, to start with the daily routines, or the habits, we are going to see that these are about things that happen in our daily life, things that we do daily, monthly basis, weekly basis, or annual basis. And for that case, we need to have some of the expressions that are very common, and some of these expressions are always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, never, occasionally, etc. And in that case also we can find that the sentence has three forms, or its composition can be in three forms, that is in the positive, or what you call the affirmative, then we can also have the negative form, and finally we can have the interrogative form. Básicamente, para expresión de esa rutina diaria, es importante tener en cuenta las expresiones para esa temática y que parten de adverbios, y esas expresiones son siempre, usualmente, a menudo, a veces, a la vez, nunca, ocasionalmente, etc. Podemos encontrar más expresiones. And from that case, we can have, for the daily routine, we can find that we have all these activities that happen within the course of the day. These are routines, these are daily routines. From the moment you rise up, you go, or you get up, you go to brush, maybe you take shower, you go for the breakfast. After you have the breakfast, you leave home for studies or to work. Then you go to work, you go for lunch, start working, finally finalize your work. And after that one, you go home, go back home, you have dinner, and then you go to bed. That is basically your daily routine. Básicamente estamos viendo que con esas imágenes expresa una rutina diaria en el momento que nos levantamos, despertamos, cepillamos, tomamos la ducha, desayunamos, salimos de nuestra casa para estudiar o para trabajar, o comienza a trabajar, tomar el almuerzo y finalizar su labor diario, y luego regresa a la casa, cenar con la familia o individualmente, y finalmente para ir a dormir. In the case of looking at the different forms, as we say that present simple tense also, When it comes to the composition of any sentence, it can be either in the affirmative, negative, or interrogative form. And some of the examples that we can find in the affirmative form are as follows. First, I usually get to school by bus. They always drive to school. She never eats meat. We sometimes go to dance on Fridays. I often wake up at 6 a.m. Quiere decir, usualmente yo voy a estudiar en el bus, es decir, por medio de bus, con medio de transporte, que siempre ellos manejan para su estudio. Ella nunca come la carne y nosotros a veces vamos a bailar los viernes y a menudo yo me levanto a las 6 de la mañana. Then from these affirmative sentences, it's good also to put them in the negative forms, and the negative form will be as follows. Usually I don't get to school by bus. They don't drive always to school, or they do not drive always to school. Sometimes we do not go to dance on Fridays, or sometimes we don't go to dance on Friday. I often do not wake up at 6 a.m. Why am I using the contraction? Because in the written form or in the formal manner, we have to write complete without any contraction. But when we go to informal cases, but mostly the spoken way, especially when you go to the foreign or the native speaking country, you find that many people do speak with use of contractions. But for the formal case, when you write, you have to write it in complete form. Que muchas veces cuando vas a los países que son nativos hablantes, muchas veces la gente habla utilizando contracciones, pero cuando se escriben de manera formal, tiene que escribir de esa forma completa. For the interrogatives, we have some of the examples like, do I usually get to school by bus? Do they drive to school always? Do we sometimes go to dance on Fridays? Do I often wake up at 6 a.m.? Básicamente van a encontrar que para expresión de interrogativos, entonces vamos a utilizar nuestro verbo auxiliar en presente simple para hacer la pregunta. Por eso se la coloca al inicio y luego seguido por el sujeto indirecto de complemento de la oración. For us to continue with the next use of the present simple tense as same there before that we can use to express the permanent situation. And some of these permanent situations are as follows. My dad works in an office. I am a student. Quiere decir que en ese momento esa expresión permanente ya en el momento ya mi papá trabaja siempre en la oficina, estará ahí siempre. O si yo soy estudiante, por eso es una cosa que está en el momento y está de manera continua, como digamos, permanente, mi estado de ser en ese momento presente, que si yo soy estudiante. Also, we can find that for the expression of the permanent, apart from the permanent situation, we can now the present simple being used for the general truth. Podemos encontrar también el uso de presentes simples para expresar las verdaderas generales, que todo el mundo sabe eso y nadie van a negar o cuestionar lo que están diciendo. Nobody is going to object what you're saying because that is a general truth that everybody knows. And for example, the sun rises from the east. Nadie van a negar que el sol siempre no sale de oriente. Ahí todo el mundo sabe eso. Y que siempre hace mucho frío en Ártico. It is always cold in the Arctic. So nobody will say, no, it's not cold. It's something that everybody practically knows. And finally, we can use the present simple to express our schedules after the correct pronunciation and the timetables. For example, the airplane leaves from Medellin at 6 o'clock and arrives in Bogota at 10 o'clock. The Transmilenio leaves in 10 minutes time. My English class starts at 7 o'clock in the morning. Que para expresar los horarios podemos también tener de esa forma de la presente simple. Que el vuelo está saliendo de Medellín, están esperando de Medellín a las 6 y punto, y están llegando a Bogotá a las 10 y punto. Segundo, que Transmilenio sale en 10 minutos. Que la tercera, mi clase de inglés empieza a las 7 de la mañana. Then from there, we can find that with the present simple, although we could have the general structure of the present simple, and you can see from the positive view, also in the negative view, and the interrogative form. And basically, with the use of all these subjects, I, you, we, or they, you can have the subject I study English every night. So this is the action verb and this is the complement. So you find them as a stipulated with the different subjects. You work in the office. We exercise on weekdays. They watch TV in the day. Then from there we find that in the negative form we are going to express in this form. Here we need to have the subject, the auxiliary verb, then the verb infinitive form, or the action verb, and the complement. So from the previous to the present, the positive part, we are going to add here the negation part. So you say, I don't study English. We don't work in this office. We don't exercise on weekdays. They don't watch TV in the day. So that's the negative part, que simplemente la negación, aparte del tabla que vimos aquí anteriormente, tenemos que agregar esa parte de negación para que la oración quede igual. And when it comes to yes or no questions with the short answers, we can have them as follows. When I ask in the present tense, do you exercise a lot? Then from there you can say, yes, I do, or no, I don't. Okay. Yo hago ejercicios bastante, sí, or no. Do we go to concerts? Yes, we do. No, we don't. Therefore, you can have either way of answering depending on what you do. Do they watch TV a lot? Yes, they do. No, they don't. Por esas preguntas, dependiendo de cómo es su estado, tú responderías sí o no. Y esas son tres formas de expresión de oraciones en la forma positiva, negativa e interrogativa en presente simple. And then we are going to find some other examples here. Present simple, she adults, Carol leaves home at 8:15, she starts work. Básicamente en esa prueba van a encontrar que cuando se utiliza la tercera persona hay que agregar la S. Y aquí tenemos, dependiendo qué tipo de verbo, cómo se termina, entonces hay que agregar la S o IS, dependiendo. She gets or arrives home at 15. Aquí tenemos unas guías de pronunciación, de cómo tiene que deletrear para poder pronunciarlo bien. Y mayoría de los verbos hay que agregar la S. Y hay otros verbos que terminan con CH, en donde tiene que agregar la ES, o también verbos que terminan con SH. Y ahí básicamente, según la tabla, vas a encontrar diferentes usos. Y en la negación, the negative part, you're going to find that you just need to put the contraction here for the informal part, and does not come in complete sense. He doesn't or he does not. She doesn't or she does not. It doesn't or it does not. Then present simple yes no question. Also we have more examples from the same. And remember, we use does with he, she, it. We use do with and all that. Here you are supposed to check some of the mistakes that you can find in this table. So try to go about and try to check the mistakes. And here you have some reflective quiz that you're supposed to develop a little bit. So please try to go and fill in that. And also there's a continuation. Try to go about it. Joe dash a motorbike. Always I on his bike. Miss Champa works in an office. He works in a factory. Therefore you're supposed to fill in that. Tiene que llenar eso como una forma de practicar. Y ahí sucesivamente, como se encuentra. Aquí tiene un ejemplo de rutina diaria acerca de este señor, o sea, de rutina de su mamá, rutina de su mamá, también puede leerlo para tener la idea de lo que se trata. Try to read those experiences. And finally we have my daily routine, o rutina diaria de cada uno, que pueden desarrollarlo y cambiarlo según lo que tú haces diariamente. This was basically my daily routine. And from there, as part of the exercise, you are supposed to write your own daily routine so that you can conform it to what you do at daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, or yearly basis. Thank you so much for studying with us, and I wish you all the best for your course. Thank you.